Hey there, today I'm going to share travel tips for the technology gear in your carry-on bags that you have to pack. Cords in your backpack, personal item. Blocks for your cords. One tip is to organize your technology gear for travel so that you can fit more in. Here is my husband's tech gear case that he packs in his backpack as a pilot. See how he packed the blocks in the middle of the pouch? Here is why that helps when you're packing tech gear. The outer edges of this technology case can smush and squish and mold to the shape we need it to be in because the center is the firm part. Tripped Gear makes this technology case and they are sponsoring this video. I have this roll-up technology gear organizer that I have used for years. One reason I like this for the airplane is that I flap the heavy part with my portable charger inside the seat back pocket so that this part flaps over the airplane seat so that I have easy access mid-flight. And it also rolls up. One feature I do not like about all of the cords is the blocks that are black because they blend in too easily. See how this just blends in with my gray bag, even though it's a light color gray. And inside a dark airplane, it's hard to see the dark cord essentials that you need. The Tripped brand case is a little lighter for making it easier to see inside a dark airplane. Another travel tip is a way to make your cords not get tangled. And that is one of the items that my husband uses. They're really old, but he just wraps them around that object and it keeps the cord in place for the moment or while it's in the organizer bag. And then there's also a larger one that he uses for the thicker cord, like his laptop cord. My husband is a pilot, if I haven't said that before. That's why I have 20 years of flying experience that I can teach you in the form of travel tips. One way that I organize my cords is I just wrap them around my wrist or my fingers. But when I put them in my cord organizer, they unroll a little bit to fit the boundary of my cord case. So whatever case you're using, will your unrolled or relaxed cord fit in that pocket, or do you need something to contain it to make it smaller? One problem that you may have with organizing your cords is you do not remember which cord goes with which block or technology item. So a solution for that is to use a color code system. You can use a magic marker and color one red and the cord that matches with it red. Another way is to use washi tape. A lot of you who decorate planners or calendars know what washi tape is. And then another way is to match your cord up with your technology item so that it is organized in that section of your technology case. Like for instance, my husband in this Tripped travel gear technology case packed earbuds, headphones in one section, then he also packed the hard shell blocks in the middle. He has also organized his cords over here in this pocket. This pouch also has 3 pin slots, if I didn't say that, and it also has 15 pockets for organization if that is how you think when you travel. You can also just wrap the cord around your block, but one way that I'm going to organize in this new technology case that I got is I'm going to match it. So I'm going to pack my hard items, my firm block items on the flat side, and it is somewhat cushion because it has an outer pocket. The same thing with the Tripped case. And then another item I have is my rechargeable case for my hearing aids. And here's another tip. These items cannot be used inside the airplane, or they do not need to be used inside the airplane. So I'm going to pack these hotel room items in this case and then have that in my carry-on suitcase instead of in my personal item bag or backpack. You can pack all of your electronics in your personal item bag, but if you do not need to, let's put it in that carry-on suitcase. I also like the mesh pocket because I can see from the side. Now this does not stand up on its own. Another feature to look at is with the Tripped case, it stands up on its own, and with this organizer, you have a bird's eye view of where your technology gear is. A great feature in both of these cases is that the zipper goes all the way around the base of the travel case. This is an important feature if you want the travel case to open really wide for you. For this charger, I put the cord in front of it and then the little block I separated. But in my 3-in-1 charger, I didn't separate it from the cord. It's just what you care about. Another way to pack cords for your trip is to use pouches. I have these stand-up pouches that are usually for toiletries or makeup, and I have designated this small one for some of my hearing aid travel gear accessories that I need mid-flight. Another travel tip is for the TSA line. Even if you have pre-check, in pre-check, you do not have to take out your electronics. But when you pack your electronics at home, make sure that it is near the surface of the suitcase or the personal item bag that is going to be going through the technology screener. You do not want anything heavy or thick to be blocking the screener from seeing all these things. Then you have less stress because the TSA officers don't have to take your bag and say, what was that rectangular shaped thing that our screener could not look at? I want to touch it and feel it and see what it really is. You've taken out the stress of going through the security line. If you do not have pre-check, the rule is that they only want to see in the gray bins your electronics that are larger than a cell phone. They do not want to see cords ever. They do not want to see the blocks. They want to see things like a Kindle, an iPad, a laptop especially. But here's the kicker. You do not have to take them out in every airport because different airport securities are testing new technology or there's a different threat that day. So in your airport that morning, you may hear the TSA officers yell, hey, don't take off your shoes, don't take out any electronics, just walk through, walk through. And that is great, but you were ready. But in 2 weeks when you travel, they may make you take out your liquids bag and your electronics larger than the phone, etc., etc. Be prepared by packing correctly at home before you even get to the airport. And number 2, listening to the officers and reading any small signs that they have propped up for that day in airport security. They have become inconsistent, but we don't know why. We're just going to be ready and be prepared by listening. Another travel tip is to remember that you do not have to pack your cord case flat. This is a roll-up cord case. I don't have to roll it up if I don't want to. I can store it flat. You do not have to store your electronics horizontally. You can pack them vertically, like my husband does. He packs his cords and his pilot backpack vertically, standing up. You test out which packing method works best for your travel essentials. With a little thinking and less stress of planning ahead of what your case is going to look like, you've eliminated stress or brought that stress down to a lower level. And that means on your vacation or your work trip, you're going to have less stress. So my motto is be less stressed because you stress less by planning in advance just a little bit of how you're going to pack. Now, if you need 25 travel hacks for inside a hotel room, I'm going to link that video in the iCards and in the description box below for you. You get there by clicking show more or the upside down caret. Let me know if you like to organize your cords in one specific place or if you divide them out in your carry-on bags. And I really appreciate your time, y'all. I'm working on a travel packing list for you, so stay tuned for all those videos.